Okay, welcome to part 2. So we're just going to pick 2 more of the archetype cards. So we had Liberator and Athlete. We have Goddess. Now this could be whether you are male or female. It doesn't have to be feminine, but it's a feminine aspect of you. So the shadow attributes of this is exploitation of the female nature and form. So it's more than likely that you are female, but you may be. I would take this as, especially with the athlete coming out there as well. So part of the shadow aspects of the athlete and the goddess could be that you maybe rely on your looks or how people view you, because I feel like maybe sometimes you are quite intimidating to people because of how you look. And I feel like if you have been in this liberator energy of trying to sort of tell people what they should be doing and things like that, you've got away with it because of this, because you're a very attractive person, and I feel like people want to be seen with you, they want to be around you. But part of what you're going through right now is this realization of well, do people treat me like this because of the way that I look? So I feel for some of you, you may have started changing the way that you look, or not quite as empowered to look a certain way, to stand out in a crowd as much as you used to, perhaps, because of this, because you're having this realization of how you want to be treated actually, and you're looking for deeper connections with people. You have Trickster, so this is another shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. So again, because it's shadow quality, it's not something that you're doing consciously, it doesn't make you a bad person, but you may have perhaps used manipulation in certain aspects to get what you want. And again, that comes out as that, if you're looking very attractive and things, people may look at you and be sort of like, oh yeah, you get away with stuff because of it. And especially if you are the feminine here, you may be perhaps using that feminine energy to kind of, get what you want out of, especially masculine, that kind of thing. So if that sounds like you, then this is definitely the reading for you. So I'm going to get into the T cards to see. So with this energy now, what are you going to do with this? How is this helping you? What is this reading kind of teaching you? Archway. So you have new opportunities, possibilities and paths that are opening up because of this realization that you've had, because of the changes that you're making. I feel like you are having a word with yourself in lots of ways, and because you do want deeper connections with those around you. And I'm getting this energy of there is a particular person maybe in your life that you would like a deeper connection with, that has kind of shown these things up in you, almost like they've held a mirror up to you to show you these things. Oops. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So I feel like the people that you are around at the moment, and again, that particular person, is good for you. It is actually aligning you with the right path. Even though it could feel quite challenging, it could feel quite difficult to look at yourself in certain ways, because it's uncomfortable, isn't it? It's uncomfortable to realise there's things that you perhaps could change in order to obtain those deeper connections with people. But it's all good, okay? We have sunrise coming through on here, so it is all good. There is new ideas, new ventures and a fresh start coming. So I feel like for some of you, there's history going on here with certain people in your life, but you are being given and guided to an opportunity for a fresh start, for a new beginning, to change how things were and make things better. It says, finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So I feel like this problem is already arising. That's why you have become so aware of this situation, how you feel. This is why you've made the decision that there needs to be movement here, there needs to be a new direction, and that is what you are heading for. So even though it may feel like a problem, it will be resolved. I'm actually going to do that again because there's about 5 cards that fell out there. It will be resolved. Dog. Protection from a powerful friend. So if you're feeling vulnerable at the moment, and for this person I'm particularly talking to, you don't like feeling vulnerable, or you are not used to feeling vulnerable, but recently I feel like you've shown that vulnerability to somebody very special in your life, and how they have gone about things with you on that is actually made you feel safe and protected. And that's the first time I feel for many of you that you've actually felt that level of safety and protection in another person. So this is all guiding you to say this is the right thing. Something about hats, I don't know if there's a conversation about hats or something, especially beanie hats, that kind of thing, that's significant on this. And you've had some misunderstandings with this person that has kind of built a bit of a wall. So you may have felt like with this person that there's been a block to maybe intimacy or a block in communication, and you didn't really know or understand where that was coming from until you started to look into your shadow aspects. Yes, but you are coming into this period of prosperity and abundance. I do see you at some kind of event where there's food, like, which, that does happen this time of year. But it's some kind of party where there's like, that kind of thing with pork pie and bread, sandwiches, things like that. And I feel like this is when you're going to realise just what you have in your life that is good for you, that is going for you. This Christmas, this sort of Yule time, this end of the year, I feel like it's a big realisation for you as to how abundant you are and what is actually going for you in your life and what you do have, because I feel like you haven't felt like this before. And because of that liberator energy that you've got going on, where people have felt like, oh, he's going to tell me, or she's going to tell me what to do, people have backed off from really getting deeper to know you. Whereas now, it's a bit like that story of Scrooge in a way. I'm not saying that you're Scrooge, but it's kind of that story of like introspection, having those visitations from spirit or wherever it's come from for you. And it's opened your heart up to a place of recognising and realising what's important to you in life. And actually having that little bit of Christmas spirit, having that little bit of joy, it is fulfilling. And this is about you recognising what is fulfilling in my life, what's always been trying to honour me, respect me and love me. And you are now putting your energy and time into that as well. It's also leading you down a money path too. So you opening up to this is actually opening you up to abundance on many levels, not just love, but also in terms of money, career, fulfillment in many aspects of your life. Now, this may have come off the back of you feeling sad about something that you've lost. This is like Three of Swords kind of energy. So there may be grief that you're going through, and I feel like it's the grief that you've gone through on here that's kind of opened this blown it wide open. It's enabled you to be honest and open to those you're closest to about how you really feel. And it's that acknowledgement of like, actually that really hurt. That really did hurt. But I feel like in the past you may have been like, oh, it doesn't hurt, nothing hurts, nothing gets to me. You wouldn't have shown that vulnerability, whereas now you are, and you feel safe because someone has allowed you to feel safe from that. Parting of the ways, either romance or business. So there has been an ending here that has been a blessing in disguise. This has actually been something that has been holding you back for a little while, but it gave you all of the insight you needed. It gave you insight. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So you know where you can apply the shadow aspects of yourself that would actually be beneficial, but in some areas it wouldn't be. But for you, I feel like this is actually going to open you up quite a lot to, it's like a new business basket, recognition and reward for merit. So yeah, this is abundance coming in here, and it's because of this shadow work that you have been doing. Now, I'm going to leave this reading here. If this resonates with you and you would like to go further into this, I can do a full archetype reading with you, to look deeper into these shadow aspects and how it's going to help you, benefit you in the long run. And we can look at like future events and what's going to be turning out for you, get some timelines as well, so like dates and things. So if this resonates with you, please do get in touch and we can do a full reading. Have a blessed day.